Hello guys, and welcome back to another Mesozoica update. So this one's been delayed a little bit for a number of reasons. I just haven't had time. There's been a lot of stuff going on that I've had to deal with. I had to get back into school, all that terrible stuff. But now I am here, and there's a lot to go over, and some pretty important stuff to go over. I want to cover this first before I go further into the update. I was recently asked, well, not really recently anymore, it was about 2 months ago. I was recently asked for my expectations for Mesozoica, and I was about to do that when I saw the release for Jurassic World Evolution. Now, for those of you who don't know, that is the actual trademark of Universal Studios. The entire basis for this game is based around a game called Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, for those of you who don't know. I doubt there's very many of you out there who don't actually realize that. But Universal Studios owns that. And recently, apparently, they picked up on the fact that people like the idea of a dinosaur park building game, other than just the app that they had, obviously. And they have released Jurassic World Evolution, and it's caused a little bit of chaos, to be honest. Because it wouldn't only affect Prehistoric Mesozoica, but it would also affect games like Prehistoric Kingdom. Could probably even affect Saurian to some degrees, because ultimately, what game are people going to choose to spend their money on first is what it comes down to. So that could harm Mesozoica sales. It could harm Prehistoric Kingdom sales. It could harm a whole host of games that are based around dinosaurs, which I haven't really covered on this channel at all, to not do as well. And a lot of people started freaking out. Some people were happy, some people were a little bit nervous, and some people were both, obviously, because they're obviously happy that there's being a remake made, but then Mesozoica, obviously, what's going to happen to that? What's going to happen to Prehistoric Kingdom? Well, recently, Mesozoica released that they are going to continue as planned, that they're excited that Jurassic World Evolution is coming out, and that they still plan to release as planned. Nothing's going to change. Now, Jurassic World Evolution comes out in 2018, so that's obviously a year away. Mesozoica has said that they're planning to release relatively soon, which means I would assume half a year, especially at this point with all the models that they've released, and the fact that they've said that they're working on getting it out immediately, given the fact that it's taken so long. So my assumption personally is that it's going to be another half a year before Mesozoica comes out. So that means that it's going to be about a full year before, or about half a year before Jurassic World Evolution comes out, which is a good thing for Mesozoica because that will give them time to build up a fan base. But the problem with this is also that over time, it's possible that because Jurassic World Evolution has more developers, has more money, obviously they're going to be able to release, in theory, a better game. Now, do I agree with that? I don't know. You can't really base anything off of a trailer because trailers can be, very deceptive in how they are made. So it's not really that known how good the graphics will be, if they're going to go for the original view or if it's going to be a more 3D view. Obviously, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis was a 3D view. However, the way that the trailer depicts it, it's much more flexible in a sense. It's not so robotic in the way you have to move. But a lot of people were freaking out about this, and I assume that now was really the best time to finally cover this once Mesozoica gave a little bit of input into what they felt. So if they aren't panicking, I'm not panicking that much. I know they're still going to release the game, but I do have the conflict of interest of which game am I actually going to play, because I was already not really sure if I was going to play Mesozoica. Well, I was going to play Mesozoica first, but then I was also torn on if I should do Prehistoric Kingdom. So now this is just another game to throw in there. Obviously I don't want to oversaturate my own videos with Let's Plays that are going to be fairly similar if they're all dinosaur park building games. So ultimately, it could be that over time, a favorite will come out of the three games that are coming out. And I hope it's Mesozoica, because Mesozoica has had a lot more time and it's still been developing a lot more, and it listens to its fans. Obviously, Universal Studios isn't going to be listening to input from people who are commenting on their Facebook page. They are going to do what they have planned out, whereas Mesozoica is more of a fan-based game that's going to do what it wants to do. So, after all of that, that took a good 5 minutes. I think we're good to move on. This was a little while ago. It's no longer 9 hours ago, obviously. But they are saying that they are preparing for some exciting weeks. That's obviously they have released a lot of stuff since then. They've obviously released this, but they have also, for those of you who don't know, on their website, they've moved their progress up to 92%. So that's only the last time I checked it, which was back on the 24th. So it could have gone up. It could have, I don't think it's gone down. So it could only really go up from there. Next, obviously, a lot of you probably have seen this by now, but they are releasing Carnotaurus. For those of you who don't know, it's a, carnivorous dinosaur from Argentina. A lot of people like this dinosaur, so it's kind of cool that they've listened to fans, obviously, unlike Universal Studios would ever do, and to, obviously release this. That is very cool, I think, that, they would take the time to, when they're already running behind schedule, to put the time in to please the fans, I guess. And then lastly, there is this is what Mesozoica has on their website as well. I'll put that down in the description below. You guys can check that out, obviously. It's a recap of all the dinosaurs and other animals that are currently in-game confirmed. Obviously, 1 bird species, 45 dinosaur species, 8 mammal species, and 2 reptiles. So obviously very heavily stacked on dinosaurs. However, the mammals, they're kind of up there, and the reptiles, not so much. Neither are birds. So really, it's very much dinosaur-based, and then, you have a few more, whatever animals that you can throw in there if you want, for people who wanted it, which I'm sure they'll expand upon in the future, as well as the dinosaurs and, birds, and they'll expand over time. I have no doubt about that, because obviously a game like this can have multiple updates before it gets old. Even then, if it's good enough, it will become something that people will play for a long time. So that's really it for today's episode, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the description below. What do you think about the new games coming out, and do you think it's going to hurt Mesozoica, or do you think that Mesozoica is trying to calm its fans and not really look at the facts behind it, or do you just think that both games will be awesome? So, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.